Hi guys and welcome back. I believe altcoin season might be just around the corner, especially while Bitcoin is going just absolutely nuts here over the weekend. So we definitely have to talk about that and also where Bitcoin might be heading here over the next coming days and the next coming hours. And I have also some new trading entries for you. So definitely stick around here until the end. Make sure that you subscribe to the channel, like this video and activate the bell so that you will never miss out when I put out some of these trade calls where we can make a lot of money together. And now let's get directly into the charts here. So now on the total market cap excluding Bitcoin, so that we only have the altcoins, we see that we have yesterday finished with this candle here to break into that resistance area that I was pointing out yesterday, and we almost got all the way to the top here. Actually, I think we got to the top. I just have to adjust here this box a little bit, because that looks like, if I just take a little bit lower like this, so there you see that we got prior, sorry, a touch here, a breakdown there, a retest and failure and broke to the downside. Here also retest, failure, broke to the downside. And today another retest of that region. So I think that makes a little bit more sense to put it there. I still believe that we're gonna see a breakout out of that range here in the next coming days. But first of all, Bitcoin might come down into some areas that I'm gonna point out in a moment. And when we pull back here a little bit, then we definitely see a break through that. And then we're going to go all the way up to $800 billion, which will ignite a huge altcoin season. And in tomorrow's video, I'm going to show you a lot of altcoins where I have worked on the charts for the last 4 days to get them all together to give you amazing opportunities once the pullback is done for Bitcoin, that we can enter and write them to really nice targets to make a lot of money there together. So let's talk about first again about the CME gap. So yesterday we closed the candle at $27,145. So we got really close to the CME gap. So what I believe is going to happen here is that potentially on Monday we will be trading above the CME gap, which would technically create another CME gap, and we have then basically this whole CME gap going down until here, which is fine. So and then we potentially gonna hit $30,000 between, like I said, $28,000, $29,000, $30,000 ish, in that kind of range early next week. And then we see a pullback, and on that pullback we're gonna fill both of these CME gaps that we have done above us, and then potentially go a little bit lower and then reverse back to the upside. So that's what I think is going to play out here for this CME gap. So that's of course good news, because it means Bitcoin will still keep pumping here a little bit. So now when we look here on the Bitcoin chart, nothing has here changed a lot, besides that you could have taken now yesterday the long opportunity that I gave you that was here at $27,085. So congratulations if you have taken that trade. So you would be up now, okay, with the price where it's now 1.26%, but all the way to the top you would have been 2.53%. So with 20x leverage, it would have been 50% if you would have taken profits there. But if you're in that position, I would potentially hold on to this position, unless today's candle finishes in red and stays as it is right now. Let me zoom in here a little bit, because if we finish the candle as it is right now as a doji, this could be a topping out signal. So that's why we have to be careful, especially if tomorrow's candle opens also in red and goes a little bit lower in the beginning of the opening. Then we know topping signal, reversal pattern, we potentially come straight back down again. So that's why we have to be really careful here with trades, in my opinion, until tomorrow, unless we're gonna break here this high of $27,746 today. If we don't do that, then get ready that this might be a warning sign for a topping formation. That would be only invalidated if tomorrow's candle opens in green and starts directly going up here. So otherwise, I'm really cautious about this candle right now, especially also that the stochastic RSI starting to flatline here in overbought conditions, which shows a lot of bullishness in the market, but could be also a sign of exhaustion, especially when tomorrow's candle is opening and we get a crossover as a sell signal. Then we definitely should get out of our Bitcoin positions and can look potentially at some short positions. So here on this daily chart, another thing that I'm watching is the volume. So we had here amazing and high volume candles coming in on this area here to the upside. Then we got a small pullback, which is fine, and then we got here these 3 volume bars right now, and you can see today's volume bar is not really high. So what I would like to see is that we get at least to this level here of the volume candle 2 days ago to see some strength here for continuation to the upside. If we are not managing to do that, like I said, be careful with the candle tomorrow and the close of today's candle. When we are going then to the 4-hourly chart, so there not much has changed here on the fixed volume range. There is still the point of control around $24,585. That has not really changed. And right now on the 4-hourly chart, we start to go here sideways, which could be a sign that we see a final push to the upside to the Fibonacci extension levels, the golden ratio at the 1.65, 1.618 at $28,800, $29,000 more or less respectively. But in my opinion, that is a profit taking point, because there's so much resistance up there that I really don't believe, as I had told you for a couple of weeks now already, that I don't believe that we're gonna break through that. I rather believe at the first attempt we will get a rejection and then go sideways again, maybe even lower, and then come back up. On the second attempt, potentially we're going to break it. But on the first attempt, I really don't think that we're going to break that. If we're going to break that on the first attempt, I think that will be a bull trap, and we should be really careful once this is occurring on the chart. So, and don't forget, if you want to trade all these trades with me together that I give you here absolutely for free, do this on BYBIT. You still get $30,000 if you sign up with my specific link here and deposit a little bit of money, and on Bitget $20,000 absolutely for free, also only with this specific link here. The links are in the pinned comment below and in the description below of this video. So now, when we go here to the VWAP on the 30 minutes chart, so there we can look for a potential new long entry. And the next long entry for me, if we break above that area, would be here above $27,514. Or if we pull back, then I would be looking for a long entry at 27,062, more or less the same range where I gave you yesterday the trade. So when we come back into these areas, there we can potentially take another long position if you missed the train yesterday. But otherwise, if we're not breaking through that, or we're breaking here massively down to the downside, and we are getting not a 4-hourly close within that range here or above that range, then I would not be looking for any long positions. So then potentially we can flip into a short position when we get a retest of, so let's say we break down like this, then we will get a retest up here at $27,085, and then potentially we get a rejection and go lower. So here, this point could be then your short opportunity if we are breaking this level to the downside with a lot of volume and a 1 or 4 hourly close beneath that level. Then we wait for a retest to enter a short position. Otherwise, like I said, I would stay away from a long position unless we are breaking here to the upside and continue to go here to the upside. So, but there is of course still a lot of bullishness here in the market, and we have to talk about this here also on the BLX chart. I have told you guys, once we're breaking above this support of this Gaussian channel here, that this will be tremendously bullish for Bitcoin, and I don't believe that we're going to drop out of that channel here again. So, and when we are looking at it, if I zoom in here a little bit, you see, even if next week's candle comes all the way back down to the bottom of it, it would be at $25,627 on this chart here. So, and you see also clear resistance at $28,840. So, like I said, we can break here to the upside. If we go above that level, I think it will be a bull trap. Then we revert back to the downside. And then we have to see where we're going to land. But I think it will be between 24 and 25. And then we're gonna continue to rally here to the upside on the weekly chart. So, and also here on the daily chart, I have not forgotten that I've shown you guys that. So the Wyckoff accumulation pattern, in my opinion, is perfectly playing out here. The only thing that is not looking so nice is here, this last pullback, because it was steeper than the first one here and here, which normally should be not happening in a perfect Wyckoff accumulation pattern. So, but the price action is not always unfolding as we see it in a textbook. So for me, that is still a valid pattern. And don't forget this, the target of that was also the $28,000-$29,000 area for this Wyckoff accumulation pattern. So, and we are getting really, really close to it right now. So congratulations if you listen to me and you got here in on the either on the first pullback or on the last pullback, which would have been, of course, the better entry here if you were trading the Wyckoff accumulation pattern on a swing trade that I had given you weeks ahead of time. So congratulations to you guys if you were able to catch that. Now we're gonna wait and see what's going to happen here. Do we break further to the upside to $27,600 ish, so that we can take another long position if you're not in one, or if we break under $27,000 with a confirmed close and can then short to the downside. So these are the two plays that I'm looking at. And like I said, tomorrow a lot of altcoins that we're gonna talk about. Thank you so guys for watching. Stay safe there, take your profits, and don't forget, smash up the like button, hit the subscribe button, hit the notification bell, and I'll see you then again tomorrow.